YouTube, this is Primetime Pokemon. In this video, I'll be opening up a Temporal Forces Pokemon booster box. Now, this video will be the complete opening of the booster box. Of course, Temporal Forces is the newest set in the Pokemon TCG. Official release date for the set, March 22nd, 2024. And if you can believe it, is already the 5th expansion in the Scarlet and Violet series of sets. Now, like I mentioned in my Elite Trainer box opening that I've done for this set, this is a set that I'm very excited for a couple of reasons. The first would be that it is the main set that will be in the standard format coming April 5th. With that regulation mark indicating all of these cards are legal in the standard format. And number two, although they are Paradox Pokemon with ancient as well as future Pokemon, they do reintroduce both the legendary beasts from the second generation of Pokemon as well as the Swords of Justice from the Black and White series of sets. So a lot of nostalgia for a person like myself that has been opening Pokemon cards since way back in 1999. So this booster box I did purchase from Collector's Cash for $104.99. You can find a link to the website for Collector's Cash in the description of this video. And another reminder that booster boxes are normally the best price per pack when it comes to purchasing products, as well as it does have the best guaranteed or the safest, the most regularly guaranteed pulls from any product out there. So I'll open up, like I said, all 36 booster packs in this booster box. At the time of this recording, I'm recording this March 24th, so a couple of days after the official release date of the set. There are not any super valuable cards. The most valuable cards around $60, and those are the special illustration rares from some of the featured Pokemon within this set. Essentially, the Pokemon on the cover artwork of the packs are the most valuable cards in this set. Now, if you are short on time and want to skip until the end of the video to the booster box summary, feel free to do that just to see exactly the pulls that I get from this booster box. So I'll give you a quick 360 view of the booster box. You can see some of the featured Pokemon, of course, Suicune, Entei, Raikou, as well as Virizion, Trachian, Cobalion, and Keldeo. Those are some of the Pokemon that are featured, not Keldeo so much, but the other 6 are featured in this set, the Paradox versions of those. So the ancient forms of the legendary beasts, and then the future forms of the Swords of Justice. So I'll take the plastic wrap off of the box here. I'll show it like so, and you can see the Pokeballs on the plastic wrap. That's really a good indication of a box that is legitimate. One of the main ways to do so is to check that plastic wrap. So here we are. There is the booster box in all its glory. So without the plastic wrap, you can see the nice little indentations that I put in from the scissors. Another way to know this is a real box has a number right here. So as you can see, all 36 booster packs I'll be opening up in this particular video. There would be the 36. I actually purchased 2 booster boxes from Collector's Cash, and the goal is to just keep one sealed and then open up one like I'm doing now. I may do a live stream opening in the future, but I do have several other Temporal Forces products to open up on my channel in the very near future. To this point in time, I've just opened up the Elite Trainer box that features Walking Wake, essentially the ancient form of Suicune. Talking about Walking Wake, I believe this is on the cover artwork here. Started off here. Ace Spec cards have returned to the Pokemon TCG with this set. Back in the day in the Black and White series of sets, 2012 to 2013, I have the sets here. Boundaries Crossed to Plasma Blast. I remember you'd get 1 to 3 Ace Spec cards per booster box. Bronzor starts pack 1. Mightyena, Duosion, Haunter, Metagross, Roserade, Keldeo. So Keldeo there, I don't believe it's available as a special illustration rare or anything like that. Ghastly, Zeraora, Ooh, nice, an Explorer's Guidance. Now this would be just a full art card. It comes in that final spot in the pack, that rare holo spot. Now, when it comes to a full art trainer, 6 total. The one that I'd really like to pull would be Morty's Conviction. It has Gengar as part of the artwork. What a good start to this booster box opening. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Discard the other cards. So there may be a trainer card or an ability on a card that retrieves energy cards from the discard pile. This would be a quick way to get those energy cards to your discard pile. Like I said, I'll summarize all of my good pulls at the end of this video. Now we'll go on to the ancient form of Raikou. This would be Raging Bolt. Goal here is to pull 1 special illustration rare, hopefully. At least 1, but 1 for sure from the booster box. Cutie Fly starts this one. Drillbur, Rellor, Ponyta, Unfezant, Uri, Centiskorch, Shroomish the first reverse holo. This is the spot that you'd pull the Ace Spec cards. Second would be a Centiskorch. And the final card, my second favorite Pokemon of all time, right behind Charizard, Feraligatr. Totodile, the first Pokemon that I chose in the game that I put the most time into, 1,000+ hours. Now we have the future form of Virizion. Iron Leaves, I believe, is the official name of that Pokemon. Here we have a Lickitung, Slugma, Solosis, Scyther, Perilous Jungle, Unfezant, Centiskorch, Roly-Poly, Haunter, and the final card would be a Walking Wake EX. So this card here, the ancient form of Suicune. Not anything spectacular about this card, but I do like it as a collector, a very nostalgic Pokemon in a way for someone like myself. Now, there are 15 different Pokemon EX in this set. I'd say probably 4 to 6 EX cards I'll pull from this opening. Card that I'd like to pull most when it comes to the actual Pokemon, Iron Crown EX has a pretty good stacking ability on it, allowing you to increase your future Pokemon's attacks by 20. You have 4 Iron Crown EX on your bench. You can do 80 more damage each and every turn from your future Pokemon. Chatot starts this one. Cottony, Carvana, Ekans, Buddy Poffin, a very good trainer card. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them onto your bench. Iron Treads, Boxed Order, Ekans the first reverse holo, second would be a Boltund, and the final card would be a Relicanth. Now, size-wise, this set a little bit smaller, 218 total cards, 162 cards in the main part of the set. And then there are 56 secret rares when it comes to the illustration rares and the special illustration rares. Of course, you have 6 of the hyper rare EX cards in this set. I was lucky enough to pull the Iron Leaves one out from the booster, or the Elite Trainer box rather, that I opened up. Medicham starts this one. Tranquil, Mr. Mime, Raichu, Sharpedo, Metagross, Roserade, Bronzong, first reverse holo, second would be a Litten, and the final card would be a Drampa. This is an illustration rare that I've pulled in the past in Drampa. There are some cool looking illustration rares in this set. I know Ghastly's pretty cool, has the complete evolution line on it. Next pack here. Certainly let me know, for those watching this video, and I do thank you for watching, what your favorite card from this set would be, what your thoughts are on this set. Do you like it? Have you had any good luck with your openings? Anything you want to let me know about the set? I read all the comments for all of my videos. Skitty starts this one. Electabuzz, Bramblin, Girafrig, Palafin, Eerie, Colossal, Meditite, second reverse holo would be a Roaring Moon, and the final card, that same Drampa. Do you like the holofoil pattern on some of these cards, like the Relicanth I pulled earlier? Alright, next pack here. Also, let me know your thoughts on a two-part booster box opening or a one-part like I'm doing here. I'm opening up the entire booster box in one video. Turtwig starts this one. Poochyena, Wiglet, Arbok, Rabombi, Future Booster Energy Capsule, Iron Hands, Azumarill, Chatot, and the final card would be a Fluttermane. And this is the promo that you get in the Walking Wake Elite Trainer box. There we go. I have a few stacks of cards off to the right of me there from all the videos that I've done, the openings. I know they've already announced the next set to be released. Now this set releasing in March is a little bit delayed. Normally the first set of the year starts in February. Roselia starts this one. Cutiefly, Drillbur, Rellor, Boxed Order, Screamtail, Sableye. First reverse holo would be a Noctowl. Second would be an Excadrill. And the final card would be a Walking Wake EX. So a very beautiful card right here. Card number 189. Had to look at it for a moment just to make sure that it wasn't the special illustration rare, but the full art, or really the ultra rares as they're called now. 12 total of these. Do like the background on this card. Like I said, big fan of Pokemon Crystal, the featured Pokemon there in Suicune. So I've pulled 2 Walking Wake EX from this opening. Pretty cool looking card, that is for sure. So I'll set that aside. There we go. Right onto a booster pack that has Walking Wake on it. Okay, this pack, it starts with Seedot, Totodile, Deerling, Pidove, Rescue Board, Sandy Shocks, Hand Trimmer, Poochyena the first reverse holo, second would be a Carvanha, and the final card would be a Dunsparce. Surprised I have not pulled out an illustration rare yet. I would assume 3, maybe 4 in the booster box total. I've looked at some pull rates out there, and I've seen that, especially the special illustration rares, are a little bit tougher to pull. Ponyta starts this one. Chatot, Cottonee, Carvanha, Iron Valiant, Rescue Board, Rabombi, Golett the first reverse holo, second would be a Rabsca, and the final card would be a Koraidon. It is nice. I'm recording this video on a Sunday afternoon. In Minnesota, we've actually had a pretty mild winter, but it's almost into April and we're getting hit hard by a snowstorm. That's a mix of rain, sleet, and snow, so it'll be a good time. Pineco starts this one. Mawile, Metatite, Turtonator, Rabsca, Fortress, Full Metal Lab, Iron Thorns, a cool looking future form of Tyranitar, Frostmoth, and the final card, an Iron Boulder EX, so of course the future form of Terrakion. Power Stomp 200 damage, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Another one that's not going to be overly competitive, but again, I opened up a lot of Black and White series sets back when I lived in the Twin Cities, had my own apartment right out of college, so definitely holds a special place in my heart. That Black and White series of sets is that the 5th generation of Pokemon, I believe, from the Unova region. Ekans starts this one. Turtwig, Poochyena, Wiglet, Hand Trimmer, Rabsca, Iron Jugulis, Snom, Roserade, and the final card would be an Iron Valiant. Now I'm opening all of the packs from the right stack in the booster box first. And I've had it where one side of the booster box will have worse pulls than the other, or reverse of that. One side will have much better pulls than the other. Quantity-wise, I'm not doing too bad. 2 full art cards, 2 regular EX. It's just when it comes to the illustration rares or the Ace Spec cards, things like that, haven't pulled anything. Hoot starts this one. Beldum, Breloom, Roly-Coly, Golurk, Shaman, Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Search your deck for 2 cards, shuffle your deck, then put those cards on top of it in any order. Turtonator, the first reverse holo, second would be a Mawile, and Melmetal would be the final card. Okay, next pack right here. Meltan starts this one. Seedot, Totodile, Deerling, Full Metal Lab, Golurk, Shaman, Nuzleaf, Keldeo, and the final card, a Whimsicott. Do miss out on Pokemon 151, where the energy card in the pack could be a holo. I've been picking up a ton of Paldean Fates Elite Trainer boxes off of Amazon. I've seen them as cheap as $38.49, and then you have a deal where if you buy 2 or more, you get 3% off. And then, of course, I have Amazon Prime. If you do Prime Day delivery, that's another 6% off. Heatmore starts this one. Yamper, Torracat, Grubbin, Vikavolt, Great Tusk, Salvatore, Girafrake, Hoot, and the final card, an Iron Thorns. Okay, it looks like, what, 5 packs left to go in the first half of the booster box, and another 18 packs left to go after that. Alright, let's see what happens in this pack. It starts with Pidove, Pineco, Mawile, Meditite, Fortress, Vikavolt, Latias, beautiful looking card, Pineco, second reverse holo would be a Perilous Jungle, and then Roaring Moon, the final card in the pack. Alright, Walking Wake on this booster pack. Frostmoth to start it, Noctowl, Croconaw, Lickilicky, Bronzong, Excadrill, Screamtail, Tranquil, Dunsparce. Final card would be a Gengar EX. So I do not believe Gengar is available. It is available as a full art. That would not be bad at all. But as far as a special illustration or anything really fancy, it doesn't come in this set. But I know a lot of people are fans of Gengar. Gengar first in the Fossil expansion a long time ago, 310 for the HP. Its ability, whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So a very useful ability. However, when Gengar is a stage 2 and it takes a while to set up, it isn't as useful as it might if it was a basic Pokemon. Next pack now. I still have the Elite Trainer box to open up from this set that features, what is it? Roaring, let's take a look here. Iron Leaves, and then I have the 3-pack blisters and then individual booster packs as well. Turtonator starts this one. Hoot, Beldum, ooh boy, that might be an Ace Spec card back there. You see that bit of red? So if this is an Ace Spec card, I'm hoping to pull the one that is called Prime Catcher. That one is the best in my opinion from this set. Comes in that first reverse holo spot. So Beldum, Heatmore, Great Tusk, Bronzong, Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, the Ace Spec card of a Reboot Pod. Now, Ace Spec cards are very powerful, so you can only use 1 Ace Spec card in your entire deck. Let's take a look at this. Now, it is an item, not a supporter. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of your future Pokemon. So that is very good right there. Could be paired potentially with Iron Crown EX. So I'll set that aside. My assumption is I'll only get 1 Ace Spec card in the entire box, but let's open up the rest of the packs and we'll find out. There's Lickitung, and then a Flutter Mane as the final card. I'm going to show that Ace Spec card one more time. When I set it down, there's quite a bit of pattern to it. Look at that nice hollow foil design to it. Some diamond patterns in the background. All right, not a bad pull right there. Next pack. Next packet starts with a Metang, Carkol, Grottle, Finizen, Zeraora, Iron Valiant, Sharpedo, Sizzlipede, the first reverse holo, second would be a Carkol, and the final card, a Feraligatr. Alrighty. Last pack in the first half of the booster box, Temporal Forces. Alright. It starts with a Roly-Poly, Azumarill, Yamper, Grubbin, Iron Treads, Buddy Buddy Poffin. So this is a quick way to potentially get something like a Gengar EX set up where you get the basic evolution form on the bench immediately. Zeraora, Colossal, the first reverse holo, second would be a Grottle. So one illustration rare from the first half of the booster box. And I'm seeing it a lot on the artwork on these cards. You have Grottle, and then you have a few other Pokemon in the background as well. So very cool looking. And the final card would be a Magcargo. Do you like this Grottle? I know that has been one of the reasons I've purchased so much of Paldean Fates. I'm keeping the Elite Trainer boxes sealed. I think I've purchased 8 of them at this point in time. But the reason I'm doing that is because of those shiny Pokemon, those baby shinies. A lot of different Pokemon that I would love to pull. So 18 booster packs left to open up. Hopefully I get just as many cards quantity-wise for good pulls. Hoping for a little bit better quality. Alright, pack 1 in the second half of the booster box starts with the mascot of Pokemon in Pikachu, Ghastly, Elgem, Sizzlipede, Iron Jugulis, Delmise, Electivire, Rellor, Rayoneclis, and the final card would be a Fairy Giraffe EX. So again, one of 15 different Pokemon EX. Now this is a Terra type, so it doesn't have that confetti holofoil pattern to it. I'll set that one aside. I was thinking about the mascot of Pokemon in Pikachu. Ash, of course, also very iconic. And I saw a little bit of a recent episode, and of course Ash is a world champion, a Pokemon master nowadays. They've moved on from Ash in the anime, as far as I know. And it just isn't the same without Ash in the cartoon. Victini starts this one. Bronzor, Mudbray, Ghastly, Excadrill, Keldeo, Delmise, Fortress, second reverse holo would be a Scyther, final card would be a Miraidon. I know before I came down here, I had my daughter wish me good luck for the booster box, and then she went through each of the Eevee evolutions telling me the color. I'm trying to get her to learn how to say Pokemon. She can say it syllable-wise, you know, Poke-Ka-Mon, but if you say Pokemon, the entire word, she still struggles with it. I hope she'll be a Pokemon master. We've watched the first few episodes of the first series of the Pokemon anime. Meryl starts this one. Golett, Dunsparce, Snom, Cinccino, Sableye, Great Tusk, first reverse holo would be a Wiglet, second would be a Mightyena, and the final card would be a Miraidon EX, so a future form here in a Pokemon EX. Take a look there, and then of course you look at that regulation mark, has the letter H at the very bottom left-hand corner. April 5th they are updating the regulation marks that can be played for the standard format. So like I mentioned in the open of this video, this set will be the basis for about a month or so until the next set comes out for a majority of the cards that you can play in the standard format. Alright, this packet starts with Finizen, a nice dolphin looking Pokemon, Dunsparce, Snom, Pikachu, Electivire, Cinccino, Future Booster Energy Capsule, Iron Valiant, the first reverse holo, second would be a Pidove, and the final card would be a Relicanth. Alright. What is this? Raging Bolt, is that the name? Yes, it is. The ancient form of Raikou. I get that a lot. I used to say Raikou, But then if you actually watch the Pokemon movie, Raikou all day long, Mudbray starts this one, Minccino, Rockruff, Litten, Morty's Conviction. This is the Full Art Trainer as a special illustration rare for sure that features Gengar, Shiftry, Bianca's Devotion, Deerling, the first reverse holo, second would be a Magcargo, and the final card would be a Koraidon. Not anything spectacular in part 2, the second half of the booster box at least. Not really part 2, just the second half of this video. Scyther to start this pack. Always been a fan of Scyther from way back in the Jungle expansion. Sizzlipede, Meryl, Golett, Great Tusk, Delcatty, Explorer's Guidance, Sharpedo, Cottonee, and the final card would be an Iron Valiant. Walking Wake now. I think I actually would, now that I've seen a few more of the Paradox Pokemon. I like the idea of having previous or future forms of existing Pokemon instead of just having another generation of made-up Pokemon. There's just so many out there. Shroomish starts this one. Lickitung, Slugma, Solosis, Reuniclus, Explorer's Guidance, Latias, Elgyem, the first reverse holo, second would be an Arbok, final card, a Melmetal. A friend of mine actually just sent in a few of his cards to PSA. He's the one that I bought, what is it, a Charizard V that is from Champion's Path. I was able to buy that off of him. It was a PSA 10. He pulled 2 from an Elite Trainer box. Paid $550 for this PSA 10, which I can get it for $400 to $450 right now, but I just like that I knew where the card came from. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to purchase. He pulled a Charizard holo from Celebrations, and he received a PSA 10 grade on it, so I'll probably get a better deal this time on that card. And just cool having some PSA 10 Charizards in my collection. Elgyem starts this one. Meltan, Nuzleaf, Minccino, Iron Hands, Morty's Conviction, Shiftry, Sableye, second reverse holo would be an Electabuzz, final card, a Bramblegast. Boy, oh boy, good pulls have been hard to come by in this opening. I know going back to the Black and White series of sets, the cards had very little value, especially in the first couple of sets until you got to, what is it, Noble Victories had some better cards, but the pull rates just not very good, and there's just not a lot of value in the set. Like I mentioned in the open of this video as well, about $60 for the most valuable card in this set, so there's not a lot of value, and I wish the pull rates would be a little bit better. Scyther starts this one. Skitty, Electabuzz, Bramblin, Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, Iron Treads, Buddy Buddy Poffin, Duosion, second reverse holo would be an Iron Treads, and the final card, a Gouging Fire EX. So of course the ancient form of Entei. Now this card can do a good amount of damage, 260 damage with Blaze Blitz, and this Pokemon can't use Blaze Blitz again until it leaves the active spot. So if you have that prime catcher, you can just switch it out and put it back in and do 260 damage again. And that really is the best Ace Spec card in the set. Essentially, it's Guzma, allowing you to bring up whatever Pokemon of your opponents you'd like, and then do the same for yourself. And it's an item card, and then you can do another supporter potentially to switch your active back onto your bench and reset something like Gouging Fire EX. Alright, this pack, it starts with Rockruff, Litten, Shroomish, Lickitung, Bianca's Devotion, Iron Jugulis, Lycanroc, Feraligatr, a nice reverse holo, Skitty, and the final card, an Iron Thorns. So it looks like 6 packs left to go, and haven't pulled that special illustration rare, only got 1 illustration rare total. I'm thinking 2 illustration rares and maybe a special illustration rare from the booster box. We'll find out with these remaining packs. would like to get a gold colored hyper rare, but you're more than likely either going to get a special illustration rare or a hyper rare, not both. Girafrig starts this pack. Roselia, Cutiefly, Drillbur, Lycanroc, Delcatty, Future Booster Energy Capsule, Rabombi. Nice, a Gouging Fire EX. So just talked about those gold hyper rares. This one that I really wanted to pull. Now, myself personally, I do like the gold colored cards quite well. They never have a lot of value. They're very tough to pull, but I do like that it is a legendary beast. It is competitive and just brings a lot of nostalgia, a lot of good memories to someone like myself. But I know the one that I pulled earlier, the Iron Leaves in the Elite Trainer box, had a very cool design to it. This one, not so much of a pattern to it, but just a lot of gold. Does look very cool for the ancient form of Entei. And then the final card, a Roaring Moon. So happy with this pull for sure. Really do like the gold on it. And that's why I normally do wear that gold wash and wedding ring, just for some good luck on the gold cards. All right. Hopefully the polls are starting to heat up. And again, in about, 4 or 5 minutes, I'll have the summary of the polls in this video. Chargerbug starts this one. Slugma, Solosis, Skitty, Salvatore, Palafin, Screamtail, Future Booster Energy Capsule, Pikachu, and the final card would be a Dunsparce. Looks like 4 packs left to go in this booster box opening. 4 seems like a good number to get at least one good pull. I'd be shocked if I didn't pull out another illustration rare. I really would be. Rellor starts this one. Ponyta, Chatot, Cottony, Iron Hands, Heavy Baton, Mist Energy, Yamper. Second reverse holo would be a Minccino, so there we go. Just like I said, I'd be shocked and went ahead and pulled an illustration rare, Minccino. And then the final card would be a Feraligatr. Pretty cool looking card right here. A couple other Pokemon, at least just one other Pokemon on the card. Looks like a stuffed animal of a Pokemon. All right, 3 packs left to go. Electabuzz starts this one. Bramblin, Girafrig, Roselia, Heavy Baton, Iron Valiant, Sandy Shocks, Metagross. Second reverse holo would be a Cutiefly, and the final card, a Fluttermane. 2 packs left to go. Here would be the 2. Open up the Walking Wake one first, since I've had good luck with Walking Wake in this opening. All right, second to last pack, it starts with Carvanha, Ekans, Turtwig, Poochyena, Sandy Shocks, Behem, Rapidash, Slugma. Second reverse holo would be a Lycanroc, and the final card would be a Torterra EX. I was hoping to pull out something like an Iron Crown EX, but Torterra EX, again, one of 15 different EX available in this set. So on to the last pack, hoping for some last pack magic. Cobalion, the future form of it on it. And that would be Iron Crown. So I'm actually going to set the cards down on the table so I don't blow it for myself on what those cards are. So this potentially could be something like a full art trainer. Here could be a special illustration rare, and then another Ace Spec card. Let's take a look and see what we get. So final packet starts with a Cutiefly, Drillbur, Rellor, Ponyta, Reuniclus, Mist Energy, and then a Sawsbuck. Okay, final 3 cards. I'll go for the rare holo first. Could be a full art of some type, but more than likely a rare holo. Indeed is a Drampa. Go to the first reverse holo spot. Could be an Ace Spec card. More than likely just a normal reverse holo. It would be a Shaman. Now to potentially a special illustration rare, more than likely just another reverse holo, it would be a Charjabug. So give me a moment and I'll be right back with a summary of the entire booster box. Alright, for the pulls from the entire booster box of Temporal Forces, quantity-wise I did okay, but quality-wise I could have done a little bit better. Pulled way too many Pokemon EX, pulled 7 regular Pokemon EX. Gengar starts the first of the 7. Walking Wake, Iron Boulder, Fair Giraffe, Miraidon, Gouging Fire, and then a Torterra. And was able to pull out one Ace Spec card and Reboot Pod, one Full Art Trainer, which was the first pull in the first pack, Explorer's Guidance. Probably my favorite pull of the opening. First or second favorite pull, Walking Wake EX, a Full Art Trainer, a Full Art EX rather. 2 illustration rares, Grottle, and then Minccino. I would have thought I would have gotten 3, potentially a special illustration rare, and then easily the rarest card that I pulled from the entire booster box. I would say this one is my favorite. It is the rarest. I do like Entei quite well in Gouging Fire EX. This is a gold hyper rare. Alright, before I end this video, here is a visual look, a summary of all the good pulls from my Temporal Forces booster box. Overall, I do like the Gouging Fire EX, that gold hyper rare, the full art of the Walking Wake EX, and then quantity-wise, I did okay, but lots more good cards that I hope to pull from this set in future openings. So thanks again everyone for watching. Make sure before you go to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Make sure to check out 2 links in the description of this video, a link to Collector's Cache where I purchased this booster box, as well as a link to my Patreon account if you would like to become a patron of mine and support my channel even more than just subscribing and leaving likes on my videos. But that will conclude this video. Thank you everyone for watching. Happy Pokemon card collecting, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.